morning, everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 22.
Amazing in Christmas times. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
It's currently 10:55. Took a shower, I packed my bags, and we have to leave. I'm actually not upset to leave, but I'm a little nervous about running on that plane again. If you guys didn't watch me traveling here to Pittsburgh, I had a little bit of a traumatic plane experience. I mean, I'm being dramatic, it really wasn't that bad. Checkout of the hotel is at 12. And I'm still half sleeping, haven't consumed food or caffeine. I actually barely had caffeine yesterday, so I had the worst headache all day long, which is really sad. I'm also having my lady time, and I haven't had any Midol or cramp medicine at all. I'm on day 2.5 without medicine with my period, so.
Like, nobody can tell me that I'm not a bad beach.
The walls in this hotel are like super thin, so that's why I get a little like quiet when I'm filming. The thought of strangers hearing me talk to myself, I guess they don't know I'm talking to myself, but they only hear one side of the conversation, so it does seem as though I'm talking to myself. I hear their responses in my head. I feel like I'm close enough to them that I know what they would say. And you guys kind of respond in the comment section. It's just a little bit delayed. They have the cutest little Christmas market. I need some Christmas cheer. I mean, I can't believe it's the 20th of December and I feel this Christmassy. I feel like I'm the most indecisive about the way I look when I'm on my period. Like, I just feel like gross all the time, but I'm not gross. Let the festivities begin. Just like that, we're back home in Wisconsin. Yesterday was a very long travel day. In case you were wondering, yes, it was so much better having Gerald sit next to me on the tiny plane. Highly recommend traveling with someone you're comfortable with if you're a little bit thicker, like me. There was a few people that were a little bit surprised that not fitting in the seats was something I struggled with. I'm really short and wide, so even though you might not think I'm the biggest human ever, I might be bigger than you think. It's the next day, it's the morning. These vlogs have actually been a day behind for my own sanity, so I have more time to relax and breathe, but they're caught up now. We're in real time again. I'm about to go run and get me and Gerald some coffee, but my car is preheating like an oven. I want to try out this hair oil that I got. It says it has to sit for a couple hours. This is from a girl on Hair Talk. Oh no. I almost just dumped the whole bottle over and it was so expensive. I'm gonna look like a grease ball. This section is like the most fried. I need it to regrow. No. I already went and got coffee and I'm back here. I did film it, but you guys aren't gonna see that clip. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I think we need to have a little chat. I wanna take a shower, so I'm gonna do an Olaplex treatment. I put that scalp stuff on. This is what my actual hair looks like. She's short. I don't think I ever really showed you my hair in the peak of its damage. It just feels so much healthier and softer. I'm hoping in another like 2 months, I'll take my extensions out and then just chop my hair and take care of it this time. We're not dyeing it brown. We're not killing our hair again. We're just gonna do this Olaplex treatment. I don't know why time doing this with a microphone. I think it's gonna help me talk about this without getting in my feels. I'm sitting here editing this video. I think it needs a little bit of explaining. Yesterday I woke up feeling fine. The past couple of weeks my binging has been really bad and it's embarrassing, but it's the truth. Anytime that I have any type of stress on my mind or uncomfortable situations or just a lot of change, that's when my binging tends to be the worst. So for the first like 2 weeks I was here in Wisconsin, it was just really bad. Eating every meal at McDonald's, not cooking for myself at all. I also just want to say that because I've had to like edit, film, and post a video every day, it just has taken up the free time that I typically had to go to the gym. And going to the gym was a huge stress reliever for me. Binging was quicker. So that's kind of what I've been telling myself the past 2 weeks to justify it in my head. Like, oh, it's quicker for me to go run and grab McDonald's than go to the gym. And I don't have any time to spare. That's kind of been my mentality. I've been way better about it like the past week or so, but it's still not good. If you guys weren't aware, prior to me leaving to come to Wisconsin, I was pretty darn consistent with my like working out and my health and stuff. I think I've only worked out like 3 or 4 times since being in Wisconsin. I had made some good progress. I feel like I had really noticed a lot of changes in my body, in my face, and just in the way I was feeling. Now I just feel like I'm back at square one again. I had kind of felt this coming on slowly. I got my period, so I'm more bloated right now than I normally would be. And then yesterday, we had gotten home from Pittsburgh the night before. Woke up yesterday. I went to go get me and Gerald some coffee. I filmed as I normally do, and I was kind of talking about this topic actually. I put the footage in my computer when I got home to edit it. I could not look at myself. I've been filming clips in that same exact spot for weeks, and my face has never been that puffy, that bloated. My chin from this angle was it just really triggered me, and I ended up being pretty anxious the rest of the day. And because I was anxious, I was feeling super unproductive. I was judging myself for not doing enough. We sat on the couch and watched Harry Potter. It just made me spiral for the rest of the day, and it's always annoying when that happens because I would like to think that I've learned enough in therapy to avoid that situation, but it just happens sometimes and you can't control it sometimes. That's what happened yesterday. Today has just begun and I'm really hoping it's gonna be better, but I just wanted to explain that because, I mean, yes, I've gained weight. I haven't actually stepped on a scale, but I can just tell by the way I look and the way my clothes are fitting. I know it's the holidays. It's a stressful time of year for not only me, but a lot of you guys as well. Our bodies will fluctuate in weight. I'm assuming I've gained like 10 pounds, but that's just what we're dealing with right now. That's my little talk rant of the day. Not every day is a good one, folks. Do I know the cold-hearted truth about what I've done today? The answer is nothing. To counteract that, we went to the grocery store and we picked up some stuff that I need to make dinner because there is this girl on TikTok. Her name is the Shaba Kitchen. Apparently me and 13.3 million other people saw this dinner that she made. She doesn't even say what it is. It's like a garlic, honey, chicken with stuff on it. Trying to learn how to cook chicken better because I've only successfully cooked chicken twice now, and I'm also trying to cook at home more and not eat out as much. I don't know if you guys watched my vlog from a couple days ago. I made that dinner for Rachel. I've also made it for Gerald once, and I feel like I know how to make that now. So I have one good recipe that I'm good at. Now we're working on number 2 because eventually I have to have 7 recipes, which is enough to fill up a whole week of dinners, which I know isn't enough for my life, but it's enough for right now. Here is what we have. She didn't make these potatoes, but I'm gonna make the TikTok smashed potatoes. 2 chicken breasts, butter. She took the time to like chop up garlic cloves. I've tried that. I cannot be bothered, so I'm using pre-chopped stuff. Chives, which I guess are just green onions. Soy sauce. Apple cider vinegar. I'm a little confused as to why this is in there. Flour. The curry powder. Cumin. Ground cumin, ground turmeric, some honey, pepper. It said ground herbs, and all I have is oregano leaves and Italian herb seasoning. I don't know if either of those are what she meant by ground herbs. That should be everything that I need. I'm making a tower. Perfect. This is gonna give some of you anxiety. So we're gonna fill this bowl with hot water. Please don't spill it. I'm actually gonna change my approach
Such a big brain.
Put some salt in the water. I'm under the impression that this is called brining, that we're currently brining this chicken up. I have zero idea what it does to the chicken. All I know is every recipe I was looking at was telling me to brine the chicken before cooking it, and that way it'll be more juicy. So now we're gonna let this brine for about 15 minutes. I'm not making these potatoes in here. I'm doing the infamous TikTok smashed potatoes. We wanted the seasoning that was in here, so we just bought this container. First things first, you're going to boil. I love that I'm treating this. Actually, I feel like I can tell you guys how to make these. If this comes across as a tutorial, it probably isn't. This Airbnb has a gas stove and I'm absolutely afraid of it. We're gonna prepare the spice mixture while we're waiting for our potatoes to boil and our chicken to brine. There's some pepper, might be a minute. Curry, do I need more than that? Turmeric, cumin. Okay, beautiful. Some salt. Now the herbs are what I'm not sure about. So we're just gonna put some oregano and some Italian herbs. There's our seasoning. Okay, so I need like a plate with flour on it. Oh, the texture of flour is the best thing ever. Just big enough to slap a breast on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be the first time Sam ever cooks something for you guys, or with you guys, because you guys don't get to eat it. It might be the first time I ever cook something that like turns out good. Chives, a 1/3 cup of honey. Oh, that comes out way easier than I thought it was gonna. So this is for the potatoes. I am gonna melt this butter. Butter is melted. Probably should have checked on the potatoes first. I usually smash them with my espresso stamper. You know what I'm talking about. The tamper thing. I'm gonna try and do it with this measuring cup. I'm just gonna grab one and try it. Hot. It worked. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more butter on top of it. Now we just have to do the exact same thing to all of these. I should probably be doing this on a flat surface. Process. I'm noticing. It's time to do whatever I have to do to this chicken. I hope this is doing something. She put like carefully sliced ridges into the chicken. Not all the way through, but deep enough that you can, you know, get in there. It gets fancier. Cut it this way too. I bet you never thought you would see me doing this. You see what I did? She said to put a little bit of olive oil on them. I should massage it into all of these little creases. Go ahead with the spices. Mix everything around. What does the flour do? Can someone tell me? Shake off the extra. Breast number 2. This breast is significantly bigger than the other one. Look how much extra. This is where it's either gonna go really good or really bad. Soy sauce. Apple cider vinegar, she said, was to even everything out, like balance it. She kind of like was scooping it up and putting it into these little slits in the chicken. It's looking really dark on camera. It's not as dark in person, but I'm just waiting for the potatoes. That's why I don't like cooking. Look at this huge mess. We're trying it. I think it's really good.